All right, and now let's do it like we're on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Global Underwater Explorers YouTube channel. My name is Nico Lurot. This is different.
That's weird.
And I'm joined, as always, this time not to my right, by the rock star to my left, the tech diving legend, Michael Menduno. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, everybody. Let me ask, how many people have, we launched InDepth a week early the other day. How many people have had a chance to look at it at all?
Anyone read InDepth? The new issue? Hands up. Few people. Okay, it's out. You can check it out. If you haven't watched the video before, it's really simple. We start off with this guy asking me a few questions, makes me look like an idiot. Right. Doesn't matter that we've got an audience now. Do it as you normally do. Fire away.
All right, so first question. Who coined the term, plan your dive, dive your plan?
That man at the back, Jared Jablonski.
Jared? No, I don't think he did that. Close. Next. Also, this individual was instrumental in creating the octopus, the safe second.
This is all the same guy, yes? No, next question,
please. Next question. And he is known as a deep diver.
Jack Exley.
Good guess, but not Jack. We will come back. We'll come back at the end and answer these questions.
What's new in the issue, Michael?
Well, so in the new issue, this wonderful feature called The Eyes Have It. Our photographer, Bob Stanfield, is a British Blackwater photographer who's done this amazing thing of eyeballs. We have two really good stories. One from Andy Pitkin with Karst Underwater Research. He's done this piece. I actually bugged him for a whole year and a half to get this piece written on habitats. And he goes through the history, beginning with some of the early habitats like Bill Stone's Wakulla Springs project, 1987, which was way ahead of its time always. Some pictures of Jack Exley and the habitat he had at Cathedral, and then moving to modern times, and really looking at all the issues surrounding habitats. I mean, obviously the reason you do them is so you can get out of the water and et cetera on long decos. So he goes through the history, positioning. Nowadays, as you probably know, habitats have rebreathers in them or scrubbers, so you can scrub out the CO2 and maintain a PO2 atmosphere. So quite interesting story. And this is all in cave diving. And we have another piece by Mike Lombardi, who's an undersea technologist, looking at using habitats in the ocean. Some of his habitats were used at Shark Week, for example, Discovery Shark Week, to allow filmers to take a break, get out of the water, well, get out of the water, sort of. And he compares it to the idea of an open water habitat. Camping in the woods. What? Did something happen?
Mike died.
Camping in the woods versus going on a walk, so really good pieces. And from there, our own Pat Jablonski, she's done a great piece looking at risk-taking. I mean, you could say that many of us in the room are risk takers. I think it's probably fair to say you don't really think of going diving as a big risk, but it is. And so she's done a really good piece looking at the importance of risk-taking in human life, that we need to take risks. So, yeah, now we're back to our questions.
Go on, educate me.
The piece we have is on Hal Watts, one of our certainly early scuba pioneers, Mr. Scuba, and he's now 86 years old. And we have this great interview by one of our regular writers, Andrea Murdoch-Alpini from Italy, and we get some really interesting stories out of Hal. So yeah, it's a nice piece. So check it out. And I think there's one more piece in the issue, right?
Yeah, so yeah. If you've read the issue, you know where this is going.
You died. You died. You literally died on a dive trip.
So I won't go into the full detail of it now, but yes, you're looking at a walking, talking zombie. I died on a dive a few years ago, full-on flatlined, while saving someone else. For the sake of not giving everything away, because I want people to go and read your in-depth issue, I think I would, obviously. It's a cool story. The point of it isn't just look at the guy who died and came back to life. The point of the story that I was telling is how quickly something can go wrong while trying to save another, while essentially trying to do the right thing. No danger caused by myself. The situation was completely normal. We were ending a dive. Again, I'm not going to go into detail, but I saw something from afar that you could see where this was going. Trouble was afoot, and the ending result is, yeah, I ended up in a hospital bed, flatlined, And the next thing I know is I had my best friend looking over me, looking down at me, shocked eyes. Takuya, if he's watching, love you, mate. And he looked down at me and went, Nico-san, are you okay? I looked up and went, I'm fine, mate. What's going on? And he said, you flatlined. I'm like, excuse me, what? And you would think in that moment that you have something profound to say. Not the case. You just kind of go, whoa.
Right.
Like that, life can change. And yeah, it's just a kind of message to say, just keep diving, keep safe, and just really be alert at all times. Because even when you think it's smooth sailing, like that, things can go wrong. And I know I'm preaching to the choir here in a room full of highly experienced divers, but yeah, it's a cool story, I think. So go check out that issue of InDepth, and bringing it back to YouTube. Michael, where can people find that?
At GUE.com/blog or indepth.blog. Yeah, check it out.
And if you are new to the Global Underwater Explorers channel, guys, and is your first time joining us, please be sure to like the video, share the video with anyone who you think may be interested, hit that subscribe button, and we've got quite a few people today, so I imagine everyone's going to go on the channel and the video is going to get an inordinate number of likes. Yes?
Yeah.
Sort of. Yes? One last thing I'd like to do before I bring on the main act. We're going to do something for InDepth which has never been done before.
All right.
Everyone stand up. I'm serious. Everyone stand up.
Yeah.
World's biggest selfie.
Get it right.
Let's do this. On three, we're going to say GUE. 1, 2, 3. GUE! That's going on the blog. Guys, thank you so much. Let's bring on the main act.